Hello and welcome to Country Life Simple. As you might know, I do grow a lot of our own fruit and vegetables, but I still have to supplement from the supermarket. I just don't have enough time, and the climate isn't right to grow everything we might want to eat at the same time. For example, potatoes. In the moment I can grow potatoes quite nicely, but in about 6 months time in summer it's too hot. I can't I can't grow potatoes. They cook in the ground. That's how hot it is. And the potatoes I do grow, they won't keep in the summer months. We don't have cellars here. We don't really have a cool, dark space. It's just hot everywhere. And like I said, I can't leave them in the ground either because they just rot. I do remember I dug up potatoes once in I think it was late November, and they were pretty much boiled in the ground. So yes, I do still have to supplement my produce from the supermarket, which is expensive. So I recently found Farmer's Pick. Farmer's Pick obviously is an Australian brand because I live here in Australia, and they do rescue the fruit and vegetables the supermarkets do not want. So they get all their produce straight from the farmers and deliver them to my office. Unfortunately, they do not deliver to my home, but they deliver to my office. Online, I will put the link in the description box below, but you can choose how big of a box. So this is a 10 kilo couple box, it's called, so for 2 people. And I get it delivered fortnightly, which is sufficient because, like I said, we do grow a fair bit ourselves, so I don't need it weekly. 10 kilos of fruit and vegetables. You also can choose just fruit or just vegetables, and I even get them delivered to my office as for fruit for my staff as well. So this is what I received yesterday. Today's Friday. This is what I received yesterday. And from the last box, last fortnight, I still have a couple of items remaining. So yeah, it does last us a good while, and you can't choose what you want. You can't choose, oh, I need onions, I need this, I need that. That is probably the only disadvantage. You can't choose. You can choose what you do not want in your box. So for example, I put in no celery because I really dislike celery. I can't stand it, so no, I don't want it. And it does actually say that there's celery, no celery. And I also, last time I noticed there was lemons in there. I don't really need lemons. I've got a lemon tree and I've got plenty of lemons, so I also said no lemons for the new box. So let's have a look what's in it and what we're gonna cook, because obviously you never know what you're gonna have, and then I'll see those items and I was like, oh yeah, this is what I can cook and that's what I can make. I might try out some new recipes. All right. First we have some mushrooms. They're decent size too. Yum. They will go nice. Oh yeah. Bag of mushrooms. They will be nice with some truffle pasta. And then just want to make sure you see this properly. There is less waste. Yes, there is this around the, what do we have here? Parsley. But if you look at this box, see, nothing is packaged, which is also good. It does get delivered in a refrigerated truck. I've got some fresh carrots. Carrots I find really hard to grow here. I have a few, but yeah, they're hard to grow. Some bok choy. I might actually make that tonight with some fish. Oh yeah, see? There's a ginger. I can make some ginger garlic bok choy with some rice, and I've got snapper fillets. Then there's some bananas. And see how they're very green. I'm not a fan of very green bananas at all, but they will ripen in a few days. So that definitely will last. They're not, and I don't have to eat them straight away. They're not smushy. I've got zucchini. I do grow my own zucchini and we do use them a lot. I use zucchinis for everything. Every stew, every dish which has hidden vegetables, I've got zucchinis in. Eggplant. Again, I used to grow eggplants a lot. But again, they're similar to zucchini. There's a lot of eggplants on one plant and you hardly can kill it. I don't eat that many eggplants. So nowadays I normally do buy them because I just, I don't want to waste space in my garden with one plant which grows a lot of eggplants and I just don't know what to do with it. But I do like eggplants every now and then. So for example, the eggplant, zucchini and the mushrooms would make a beautiful pasta dish with some tomatoes. What I found, tomatoes. Yeah, that'll be really nice. And carrots, obviously, they always go. Then we have some oranges. We have some mandarins. I do have an orange tree which is really tiny, so not many oranges. I do have a mandarin tree. I haven't quite figured out how to preserve them, so it's always good to have some more. We got leek. Another eggplant that also makes a really nice moussaka. We've got a couple of capsicums. Always love capsicums. I make a really nice, it's a German dish. It's a, oh gosh, I don't know how to call it these days anymore to be politically correct. We used to call it Zigeuner Schnitzel, which is like a gypsy schnitzel, which is it's a capsicum sauce with with capsicums and tomatoes and a pork schnitzel. Very yum. We got some pears. We got apples. Another tomato. Where were the tomatoes? Here. I might put the fruit on this side and have the vegetables over there. I've got sweet potato. Again, I do grow these myself, but we're going through a lot of sweet potato. Some more carrots. I guess these are more like the baby carrots, and then these ones are big carrots. Janus loves his carrots too. Another carrot, another sweet potato. What do we have here? Oh yeah, some potatoes. Will I have to buy potatoes from the supermarket? Yes, I probably do need to because there's not that many. The same with onions. I probably still have to buy onions. But this is, this is a good basis. Again, an onion lasts a long time. So do potatoes and sweet potatoes. They're good. And then I've got a butternut pumpkin. So this is 10 kilos of fruited vegetables, which were in my little box. I hope you can see this all nicely. There was the parsley here as well. I can either use this like that, or I can freeze it, or I can make a sauce out of it, a parsley sauce. I'm just looking at all of these and I'm trying to come up with some good meal ideas. But yeah, like I said, I'm probably going to make a pasta dish with the zucchini, eggplant and the mushrooms. I'll probably fry this in a bit of ginger, garlic, maybe a little bit of hoisin sauce, and have it with rice and fish. I've got my carrots. I always use carrots. We always use tomatoes, onion and potatoes and sweet potatoes. I love leek, and yeah, the fruit are great too. So I think this is really good to support local farmers. to make sure that, you know, none of these beautiful produce goes in the bin. And yeah, it would cost a fraction of what I would pay for this in the supermarket. I'm currently experimenting to see if I can make a nice sourdough loaf for breakfast without having to wait, you know, until lunchtime to actually eat it. So today is Saturday. I mixed up this dough, which is a 100% rye dough. I just mixed it up. I took my starter out of the fridge, no feeding, just like it is, took it out of the fridge, mixed it with rye flour, water, salt, and have let it rest for about 2 hours. And now I'm gonna put it in my banneton, cover it, and we'll put it in the fridge overnight for about 12 to 14 hours. And then tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'll turn on the oven, and once it's preheated, I'll put it in and bake it. And hopefully it becomes a really nice sourdough rye bread. I don't know, I've never made it like this before, so let's give it a go. I shall see you tomorrow. So it's Sunday morning. When I first woke up, I turned the oven on and preheated it, and then I fell back asleep. And then when I woke up again, I put the dough in, and I just took it out, and look at this. How beautiful. It's crusty, it smells amazing. It's got the natural rip of a typical rustic rye bread. Can't wait to let that cool down a little bit and try it. So the bread has now cooled down enough, ready for breakfast. Let's see. Beautiful. Look at that. 100% rye bread. Keeps fresh for a long time. I think I should have made two. Give it a go and let me know what you think.